Okay, what was the first one?
So it was the concept of instantaneous speed.
All right. And how did he explain this?
So it was about how GPSs and odometers can change speed so fast. Like, if you're going faster, it can tell you how fast you're going to get there.
All right. So you can maybe walk through an example.
So they use the concept of instantaneous speed, which is just, you have an average speed. Like, say we have a graph of the speed. Just say it looks like that. Mm-hmm. And then you can take a point here, a point here. You're going. This is going to be distance over time.
Sorry, this x-axis is time. And the y-axis is distance.
So
okay,
you've got, if you take the average values of these two coordinates, then you get a speed, which is what this line is going to be.
Well, let's be a little bit more precise. So this is a distance. Let's say this is 10, and I don't know. Let's just say for fun, this is, I don't know, what, 6?
Sure.
And this is a time 2, and this is a time, I don't know, 4. Let's make it up. Okay. So how would you figure out what your average velocity was?
So the average velocity, so total, it's going to be your total distance traveled, which is, I guess, -4.
Okay. And what could that negative mean on a distance traveled?
I guess if you're going backwards. Like,
yeah. If you're going backwards. Okay.
And then total time elapsed, which is 2 minutes, seconds, whatever unit we want to use. So our average velocity or average speed is -2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. All right. So on this time period, I went 4 units backwards in 2 seconds or whatever. Now, does that tell me anything about the instantaneous velocities?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Because you can see you don't, like, if you look at the middle, you're not going 1 unit back in, or 2 units back in 1 second.
Yeah. Okay.
So then you have to get closer. So, like, if we choose this point,
all right,
say it's 3, and then maybe 9.
Sure. Yeah, just make up whatever number you want.
So then we get our total speed, or average speed, average velocity if you want, is 10 minus 9, which is -1 over 1, just -1.
Okay.
So that's between these 2 points.
All right.
And then you get closer and closer and closer until you're at the same point, and what this converges to is your instantaneous speed at the point.
Okay, so interesting. So to find an instantaneous speed at a point, or instantaneous velocity at a point, you start out taking the average over some interval. Maybe it's a large interval. You don't know. And then you sort of start shrinking that interval down. And as that interval gets smaller and smaller and smaller, what are you expecting to happen?
You're expecting to get the instantaneous speed.
Right.
Like the interval goes to 0 and you're going to get...
But what do you expect will be happening to the numbers that you're getting when you're doing the average calculation?
Converge to something.
You're hoping they'll converge to something. And then you can interpret that whatever they converge to as the instantaneous speed at that point. All right, cool. All right, so let's talk about the next thing you wanted to talk about.